Here is the way we started to build the shop. So some pallets and as a base, and installing some 3/4 inch plywood on top, and with all the pallet leveled. Just completing the floor, and the floor is completed and screw into the pallets. Here's we started to move some furniture into the tent. I have my drill press and lathe and planer and joiner, all these essential tools that we need. Here's a view from the outside of the tent. There is a view from the tent. Here's my jointer. It's a portable planer on the floor. The miter saw is on the floor. It's only to remove it when I need them. You can see there, the corner. There is a router table with a jig on it, and my table saw. Thank God it's a cast iron bed table saw. Here all the attachment for a table saw and different saws. And here's my 12-inch disc sander and my 34-inch belt sander. There's my drill press and a 9-inch bandsaw on the floor that I use sometimes as a bench top. And here is my 18-inch home built bandsaw also that I use most of the time. Here is a little stripes with all the different chemicals and paints and finishes. Here's my lathe and some of my most used lathe tools hanging right above it. There is other part of my shelving. There is a strap that I use to sharpen my chisels and plane irons and whatnot. Here's a computer that I use for music, and a phone with a magic jack via Wi-Fi. Here is a part of my bench. Here's my scroll saw and stored in one corner of the bench. Here is my homemade bench, and you can see a homemade domino machine. Here's my pegboard with all the tools most used are there hanging out of it. There are chisels and refrigerator well stock, of course, with yellow liquid. There are all my clamps stored by size instead of being stored one after the other. I just select the size and I put them all in one sled from the hang. Here's a view of the shop from the end.